Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing really well. So I just watched Steel Magnolias, and the 1989 version with Dolly Parton, Sally Field, and Daryl, I forgot her last name, and Daryl, who plays Anel. And for months I've been wanting to watch, like my body just kept on like telling me to watch this movie, and then finally I saw that it was coming out in the movie theater. So of course, like, I am all about, listen, old school movies in the movie theaters. That is me. I love it. So, I went to go, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go watch it. I've been wanting to watch this movie. This is one of my favorite movies. I've been watching this movie since I was probably like a teenager, literally, when I used to, I'm a old school, old soul, like, girl. Like, I love anything old and vintage, anything like that. That's what I always watch. That's who I've always been. Like, literally, I'm binge watching Reba right now. Like, literally, I love me some Reba. Okay, like, I'm a country. It's so funny because I'm not a country girl, but I'm a country girl. Like, anything country music, country style, I love it. Like, that has just always been a part of me. But watching this movie was really, I wanted to know why I was called to watch this movie. And it literally had to do with everything that you go through in life. It talked about life. It talked about death. It talked about marriage. It talked about friendship. It talked about people who are, who are not at their happiest, but they still find happiness. It talked about God. God was in the movie from the beginning to the end. It talked about church. It talked about praying. It talked about everything that is a part of my life. And I'm like, that's why I've been called. It's the reason why I've been called to watch this movie. And now I'm starting to see, and I'm watching the movie, I'm starting to see that the movie represents a part of my life that I'm enduring, right? It's about a woman a mother who is going through, her child is sick, her child has diabetes, and that's part of the movie is not, it has resemblance with me, but it's a mother who loves her child. It's a mother who loves her children. It's a mother who will give a kidney to her children to make sure that she lives. It's a mother who still supports her child even after her child has made a life-changing decision to have a baby, even though she can die, even though that her body failed her. It's about a woman who is so miserable. Weezer, if you know Still Magnolias, Weezer is a miserable woman, but still ends up finding love. And Clary, who lost her husband, is still going through it and still embracing it and still loves life and still putting herself out there, doing new opportunities. And the Truvy, who is pushing through, trying to save her marriage, trying to hold on to her marriage, knowing that her husband may not get a new job, but believing that something is going to happen for her husband. And then we have Anel, who completely starts over. Her husband gets into some trouble. She leaves him. She finds a new person. She finds the Lord, and she ends up having a new husband. She ends up having a baby. And Maylin, who is the mother, and she's taking care of her daughter, her sick daughter, tending to her daughter. She wants to know why her daughter has died, why has her daughter has passed, why are these things happening. These are all the questions she starts to ask herself. And watching this movie it's literally life every single day for each and every one of us. And it's so crazy it's not crazy, but it's beautiful that the Lord is in the movie from the beginning to the end, because the Lord shows up in each stage of everyone. And even towards the end, Anel is like, Weezer is like, I pray that, I pray for you. Or I think she tells this to Maylin, and Anel looks at her like, what? Like, Weezer prays? But Anel knew the whole time that Weezer prayed. Anel knew the whole time that Weezer prayed, and Weezer had to say it. Yes, I do pray, because Weezer is the miserable friend. Maylin is the strong friend. Clary is the funny friend. Truvy is the balanced friend. And you could see you could just see the beauty of life in all of them, and you can see the beauty of people in your lives through all of them, and how you do need a soul tribe. That's exactly what it is too. It speaks about soul tribes, and it speaks about meeting people who you can be miserable with and who still loves you, people who are the strong friend that still has the support when needed, people who who has lost everything and everyone, but they still find love and they still find friendship. It's just a beautiful movie, and definitely I'm gonna go see it again. It comes out again. I'm definitely gonna go see it again when it comes out again, because it's just one of my favorite movies. And literally, I want to tap more into it on, okay, it's literally a life story, but when it's your favorite movie, you just want to keep watching it. It's like literally watching your favorite movie over and over. You know the words. It's just so beautiful. And then, and it also talked about like having just a small amount of happiness instead of a lifetime of happiness. And Julia Roberts who plays Shelby, I see 441. She says, I'd rather have 30 minutes of happiness than a lifetime of nothingness. So she'd rather have her baby and die, and be able to just have her baby spend just a small time with her son, with her daughter, with her child at this point in the movie, and instead of not experiencing it at all. So also too, what this tells me is, go out, and even if it's a risk that you are taking, even if it's the biggest risk that you thought you would never take in your life, take the risk, because it might just bring you 30 minutes of happiness, and instead of having a lifetime of nothingness. So continue to chase after what you're doing. If you want to get married again, get married again. If you want to date that boy again, that girl again, date her again. If you want to, not, you know what I mean. If you want to date again, like, don't go back to your past now. If you left the past for the good, don't go back to the past. But what I'm saying is, if you want to date again, date again. If you want to meet friends again, meet friends again. And I think that was also too a message for me is, it's time for me to start over again. It's time for my new beginning to come in. And that's exactly, it talked about endings and it talked about new beginnings. And it's time for me to dive into a new beginning for me, and putting myself out there, meeting my soul tribe, and meeting people who love me, and meeting people who I love, and who we can have this beautiful union and friendship with. So I just wanted to give you guys that message. I pray that you guys if you are going through an ending in your life, I pray that you end it off strong. And I pray that your new beginning starts beautifully, and that you are able to see the beauty in it all. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.